Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now Bitcoin is retracing off this high just there. Let me get this knob on for you. So that's your kilo resistance just there, and you can see that what Bitcoin's done, it's ran into this resistance to this high. Like I said to you, it's going to fail to get through that, and it did, you know, and that's where you open a little short and it's coming all the way back down. And I do think that what Bitcoin's doing here, basically, it's retracing to this low, okay, just like this one. You know, you came up here and everyone, oh shit, no, it's a fake out. But what did you do? You held the low, okay, and you stayed inside this beautiful channel as well, okay, which is what you're doing. Look at the close yesterday. Look where we are right now. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin can't fall out of this, because like I said to you last week, I do think potentially you're looking at some kind of triple bottom pattern here for Bitcoin. But we could actually hold this support right now and start to come back up, and we might not get this little wick down to this throwback line. Now, we've been lucky enough to have these two just there, okay. Now, this is strong buying pressure. Back into support, resistance, come back to support, see that, back into resistance, back into support, resistance. Basically, we could mirror, and it is a theory, we could mirror this fractal right here for Bitcoin. So you've come down, okay, just there, you're below the 050 and you're on the 0618. So you sort of consolidate in between at the moment. You're seeing this retracement you're going to this low, okay, come up and you retrace into this low. So everyone's getting really fearful, but one thing you've not done yet is lost that low. Now, if you do lose that low, the 1 fib, you would start to come down in something called a reversal wave, because this is a retracement. Basically, you're coming back down to where you came from, okay. Now, if you do start to fall through this low at 34360, then you're coming down to these fib targets here, okay, but you're not doing it yet, because you're coming down. And a couple of things that you've got here, I'm going to show you for Bitcoin. A couple of things here I'm going to show you is right now on the 5-day Gaussian, something we've been targeting for a very long time is this 5-day Gaussian, courtesy of 5-day crypto. Now you can see here, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times Bitcoin has wicked below this massive level of support and actually come back up and closed inside the channel. Now, like I said to you, if you start to see Bitcoin consistently closing outside of this, this always indicates capitulation, okay, is around the corner. Historically, look, you've got that capitulation, you've got the bear market here where you fall under it, and then what happens as soon as you close under it? Capitulation. Do we go back that far? Yeah, look, you've got there, you start to close under it, capitulation, bear market confirmation. Now, you've got six times where we're sort of holding this ascending level support on the 5-day time frame, and equally, you know, it's hanging on by the edge of its teeth, isn't it? The skin of its teeth, basically. And then equally on the weekly time frame here, this is quite a nice candle. This is called an inverted bullish hammer. Basically, you've come down a downtrend, and this candle here is an inverted hammer. So basically, it's an indication that the trend has stopped. Basically, you're coming down in this 3-week downtrend, and then this is, you know, basically saying, okay, well, that trend stopped and we're going to start to come back up and retrace. So there is a chance here that Bitcoin's actually not going to come down to this dotted line. Now, it might do today or tomorrow, you know, or even Wednesday, come down, get the wick off it, like I said to you, and start to come back up into the pattern. And obviously keep an eye on the 5-day. We'll take a look at that. When's the 5-day? You got 4 days, okay, so Thursday. 4 days, 14 hours, yeah. So by Thursday, you should know if you're outside the Gaussian again. So it's something that we really do need to keep an eye on. Equally, we've got the weekly death cross that's looming just around the corner. But is it here yet? No, it's not. Okay, so there is a chance right now. You've got this beautiful triple bottom structure of this lovely ascending triangle where you start to come back up and break out, okay? When everyone's getting really, really fearful. And all you're doing right now for Bitcoin is building this foundation here, this solid foundation, okay, from which you built in the summer. You built the same in the summer, but it's higher than the one you built in the summer. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And you've come down in this correction, you've broken it just there, and you're falling back to support, and right now you're coiling up for the continuation. Now, one thing I said to you I didn't want to see here for Bitcoin, okay, on the whole way down here, I kept telling you, one thing I didn't want to see for Bitcoin was some kind of massive bounce, and we never got it, which is actually quite good, because like I said to you, previous bear markets, you come down, you rug pull, and then you start to come back up like that, okay, and then you start to do something like that. That's bearish market structure. Do you see that? But what Bitcoin is doing right now, you're creating bullish market structure. This is bullish market structure at the moment for the time being, because this, if I flip the chart right now, that's bearish market structure. That's called a descending triangle, a series of lower highs. Okay, you've got that level of support and your resistance, you're coming down. But what we're looking at right now is some kind of price compression, but the opposite way. That's bullish. That's bullish price compression. That's bullish market structure. Do you understand that? That's your reversal pattern. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see the opposite. That's bearish market structure. That's bullish market structure. So that's what we want to see. But we want to see, obviously, the consolidation, the coiling up, and the breakout. Now, one thing we don't want to see is the loss of that low, because if you do, that's where you're going to come down to, those fib targets down there for Bitcoin. So that's basically Bitcoin. I hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong. But for me, if you do start to sort of lose this support and start to see us close outside this ascending level of support, which we're closing yesterday, coupled with the closing the 5-day Gaussian, coupled with the fact that we've got the inverted bullish hammer, you might not necessarily get lucky this week down to that level. But if you do, just put some cheeky bids on there with tight stop loss, okay? Really tight stop loss. You know, my stop loss would be that. Don't over leverage, don't be greedy. You can do all this on Bybit, because I think if it comes down, you get the wick, you've got your triple bottom, you start to come back up, and and you could be on the front end of some kind of beautiful upside like that, back into that resistance where you do start to coil up, price compression at some point start to break out, and you've built your foundation from which to work from for Bitcoin. So that's basically Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. The 786 is at 36459. Okay, take care everyone. Back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.